Raw Rebel Talk here. So, yeah, it's been feeling a little bit more and more odd lately. A little bit more odd, out of place, uncomfortable, closer to what everybody believes is an end, which may or may not be true. All I can say is that I've given you tools. Spread love, think for yourself mainly, and live free. See, I have a serious inclination, if I'm using that word right, inclination that I should get off my medication. Because I think that I'm blinded or in a phase of like following when I'm on my medication. I start to follow other people and listen to what other people think instead of thinking for myself. Because when I think for myself, I come up with mad answers. And yeah, it's scary, and yeah, it hurts. Don't mind my glasses. My daughter broke my glasses. It hurts. It hurts because I'm scared of what might happen to me or my family when I get off my medication. Because a lot of times I've lost my mind, or a lot of times I've said things that seemed too real. Seemed way too real. Hello, Oliver. So, I'm considering trying to get you guys to listen by getting off my medication again. Maybe going... Oop, hold on. Give me a second. There we go. Okay. Maybe getting Thank you, Edward. Maybe going on a tangent and just getting off my medication for a little bit so I can let you guys know what's going on. Because I'm telling you, it's everything around us that's happening as far as in America. I don't know about other worlds, other places. Other places seem to have it together. They don't seem to be falling apart like America is and having so much confusion. But that's because a lot of people are opening up their third eye. Everybody's opening up spiritually. And for that reason, the elite, the higher powers that be, don't like it. They want to eliminate or keep more people under mind control. And the problem with that is that when people are already awoken, yeah, I know. When people are already awoken, the only thing to do is to make them feel crazy or feel as if the end is near. I've already told you. Earth has been around for many, many years. Earth will continue to be around for many, many years. We can try to destroy Earth, but there's no way of destroying it. Earth is not for humans to destroy. So, therefore, don't believe that anything is going to happen to Earth. And, or if you believe that, believe it. Like I said, think for yourself is very important. You have to think for yourself. You have to think for yourself. You have to believe in yourself. That's important. That's very important. And spreading love. Spread love. Spread love is very important. And that's why the people, the elite, they don't spread love. They try to diminish it. Which is why they want to take control. They want to stop you from loving. They want to make sure everybody hates. They want to stop people from thinking for themselves. Because if you get to spread love and think for yourself, you get to live free. Free from mind control, free from hate, free from everything, free from confusion. You become more in tune with yourself, which means you can help other people become in tune with themselves. Overall, spreading more love, spreading more people to think for themselves, fighting back against those that are evil, or I don't like to say it evil, they're just elite. And when you get to that higher power or that much power, like that much money, you think that you are above the higher powers, the higher ones. So I wrote this poem in 2018. I want to read it for you guys. Like I said, I'm going to be reading more of my poetry, more on here. This just happens to be one that I remembered from a long time ago. I'll read some more today too, but I definitely want to read this one. So, it's called Lady Liberty. Soot in the air your people breathe, oil, drugs, and who knows what else in the water they drink. America, you've come a long way indeed, but beautiful are only the small parts out of reach from the elite, who seem hell-bent on making you bleed. I cry for the red, white, and blue because I know that when our ancestors looked forward, they didn't see you. Come on, where are we going? Can't y'all see? The freedom you search for shouldn't come with a fee. Peace, love, happiness, goals not too impossible to consist. But why does it seem like America is willing to resist the very same blessings I know it possesses? Cursed by the higher evil, mind control over all her people, America, where were you ever really great? Maybe one day I'll believe that when all your people are saved. Snap it up. Snap it up, snap it up, snap it up, snap it up, snap it up. That was Lady Liberty. I wrote that in 2018. Like I said, these were like all my poetry and all my things, all of my thoughts, processes from when I was not on my medication and was going through a much up and down, trying to find myself. So I wrote a lot. When you're writing to yourself, you can you can see your thoughts on paper and read them back to you. If you want to know a trick, that's one of the tricks I used is writing all my thoughts down. That's why a lot of people that journal are very in tune with themselves. You write your thoughts down and read them back to yourself. Doesn't matter what it says, doesn't matter how you write it, whatever. Just write your thoughts down and read them back to yourself. And you'll figure out where your mind is. And then you can get to a place like me where I'm at peace, where my mind is at peace because it's totally unfuzzed. It's totally free. Um, I still get confused every now and then. Yes, understandable. Um, but most of the time, I don't overthink anything. I'm not overthinking. I'm not wondering what's next to happen in the future. I'm just in the present moment in time. I always live in this time zone, the present. And when you're in the present, you're at most at peace. Now, there's times where I do think ahead in the future. I'm not saying that it's like always at that level. I'm not always at that peace because it's hard. The world around us right now is very confusing. The world around us right now is very uh draining. So yes, it's hard to maintain a balance of peace. But majority of the time, I'm at peace. And you can get there too. It's just a matter of like learning your thoughts and learning like how you're thinking. Like really devil into your mind or devil or whatever the hell the word's called. I forgot how to say it. Really dive deep into your mind. So here's another one. I didn't prep I didn't read this one beforehand, but I'll go ahead and I'll read this one on I also wrote this in 2018. It's called Home Sweet Home. It's more of like it's a poem. I think it's a poem. Yeah. I think it's a poem. All right. So I said, follow your heart. They tell me, well, you see, I followed my heart a mile or three. It tears me apart to say my heart always left me. It kept on skipping away and away and away. So I turned back. I followed my mind today. My mind was more stern and hardly any fun. My mind feared everything, so it would just run. But I couldn't keep up. The pace was too quick. I would grow tired and begin to lose it. I decided I decided to tread back, and I heard this voice that was hard to track. Well, see, my soul was calling out to me. It had backspace from the place I wanted to be. I know the way. I'll walk with you there. Out came a hand, and we walked as a pair. And now I'm no longer alone on this journey to home. That's awesome. That's Home Sweet Home. I wrote that, like I said, in 2018. I can read one more. Let me read one more. Let me read this one. Hope more. Lost my pride, cried too many times, trying to keep those who wanted to leave me in my life. Lost my love, filled with hate from all the pain that was inflicted on me, unintentionally or intentionally, causing me to go weak eventually, becoming numb so I wouldn't feel a thing. Lost my head, repeating negative pictures, black and white crashes, twisted tongue lashes. Don't mean to say the things I said, would rather be dead sometimes to escape the thoughts, the voices constantly repeating, I'm hopeless. I'm hopeless. I lost my pride, my love, and my head. I'm not hopeless. Hope is the only thing I have left. So keep hoping. Snap it up. Snap it up. Snap it up. That was poem number 3. Yeah. So yeah. Um I guess I'm gonna get off now. I guess I'll talk to you guys next time. I love you guys. Spread love. Think for yourself and live free. Bye.